Roy, you know there's one question on my mind, and I appreciate you answering it. Does Floyd Mayweather want to smoke with Roy Jones Jr.?
Floyd Mayweather, anybody else that wants to smoke with Roy Jones, you know damn well they can get in on Floyd. Has there ever been a question? That's one thing that's different from Roy, and that's the difference between Roy and Floyd. Floyd picked these folks. Roy fought whoever the fuck came, he by left. So, don't get me fucked. You all made me cook.
They must have really forgot. They must have really forgot.
Don't be sorry, Chip. Don't be sorry.
Anybody come my way, man, I'm always ready for it.
Did you feel disrespect? I mean, obviously you did feel disrespected.
I mean, like I said, when this man was supposed hemmed up over there in Dubai, I was one of the people that trying to lobby to make sure he got home okay. You understand me? So no matter what the difference may be, I still respect you as a champion. Now you're not my top 5, but I still respect you as a champion.
Boxing, that fight hype. Talk to me about this Floyd Mayweather. We gonna get this fight?
If he want it.
If he want it, what's your final message to Floyd?
You already know.
You know, you ready?
Yeah, I'm going that way.
That's it.
Ain't nothing ever change.
You can knock him out. Your prime versus his prime, you were way better, right?
You got an X?
Floyd Mayweather has surprised fans yet again by confirming that he will return to the ring this December, but not against Jake Paul, Manny Pacquiao, or any of the other names that have been circulating for months. Instead, he is set to face fellow boxing icon Roy Jones Jr., a fighter who still carries strong respect in the sport. Even though both men are now in their mid-50s, the buzz around this matchup is already huge. Some fans believe it could be a special moment in boxing history, while others think it's mainly about the money, but there's no doubt this fight will stay at the center of boxing talk until fight night.
Is there something that you want to elaborate on, or is there something that maybe you don't like about Floyd?
One thing I don't like is that you don't respect elders. You talk about Muhammad Ali got beat by an 8-0 fighter. That 8-0 fighter was an Olympian who was a monster, who, if you had a monster like that in your weight class, you wouldn't fight him at that time. You understand where I'm coming from? So, that being said, you're disrespecting the greatest fighter of all time. And if you disrespect him, you disrespect anybody. So you have no respect. But when you see me, you're gonna have some respect. Because if you wanna get it, we can get it. I'm willing to go earn my respect.
But I didn't hear you say anything disrespectful about Floyd.
I never do. I'm not the disrespectful type of guy. That's not who I am. I'm the type of guy. The reason I'm not disrespectful is because when I say something, I'm ready to die for it. So if I say this, I'm willing to die for this. You understand me?
You stand on it.
I stand on it. You understand me? I'm not, like I said, I don't think LeBron is not a great player. I'm not one of the greatest players of all time. But if you ask me, in your opinion, my opinion, which I'm entitled to, you think LeBron and Mike. I'm gonna say Mike because I saw what Mike went through to get where he got. So I got my own reason why I'm gonna probably like Mike. I'm not saying just you're trash. No, you're not. I'm not saying you're not a great player.
Right.
I'm not saying you're not one of the top 5. Because you could be that, you feel me? And in most people's opinion, you probably are. Some people's opinion, you probably top 1. That's not, I can't say, oh, I'm right and everybody's wrong. No, that's just my opinion.
Right.
I'm entitled to my opinion. But I will fight about my opinion. So if you got a problem with my opinion, whoever, call my house. It ain't changed.
The announcement came early this morning when Mayweather Promotions and the team of Roy Jones Jr. shared identical teaser videos online. In the short clip, Floyd Mayweather is seen stepping off a private jet dressed in a stylish suit, confidently saying, "December, you all know what it is. Greatness versus greatness." Within minutes, platforms like Twitter and Instagram were flooded with reactions, as fans everywhere began debating who they believe will come out on top.
Yeah, I heard. I heard all about it. I saw Roy Jones call out Floyd Mayweather after Floyd Mayweather's subliminal disses. I saw it. And you guys are hitting me up repeatedly. Showbiz, who do you have if Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather were to fight? And, you know, I must say, Roy Jones is my favorite fighter ever. He's my favorite fighter ever. You guys know I was a huge fanboy and all those things. I've said it repeatedly. But if they were to fight, I'll be rooting on Floyd Mayweather, man. I can't listen, regardless of how many times I've criticized Floyd and his career or whatever, Tim T has always shown me love, man. Floyd Mayweather showed me love, his son, his family. Look, Tim T has always shown love, bro. They have kept it a bean. I just never really been able to connect with Roy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen him a few times, but I'm going with Floyd on this one, man.
Floyd Mayweather has spent the last few years taking part in exhibition matches, going up against social media influencers, MMA fighters, kickboxers, and even boxers who are only at the beginning of their professional careers.
Crazy that everybody keep asking me,
why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
After hearing complaints that his recent rivals were either too new to the sport or not big enough names, Floyd Mayweather now appears focused on proving he can still step in with a real legend, making it clear that even in his mid-50s he is prepared for a major meaningful fight that fans will take seriously.
In the grapevine, I heard that Floyd needs this fight because he needs money. I mean, realistically, I can understand that. The guy spends his money like a kid. It's so stupid what he spends his money on. What, like 9 Bugattis, 20 Lamborghinis, 50 Rolexes? Like, that's just idiocy. Oh, okay, cool. It's cool to have it, show it off, but it's idiocy. This guy is walking around with like stacks of money. Don't you realize that money devalues? It's just idiocy. My guy, you need to learn to invest. Oh my gosh. I can give you a whole video on investing. I mean, if you really want me to, I will, but I mean, it's just insane. The guy even spends his money like a fucking kid.
Roy Jones Jr. is the perfect example of that kind of opponent. At the peak of his career, he was almost impossible to beat, known for his amazing hand speed, sharp reflexes, and a bold, unconventional style that helped him become one of the most dominant champions the boxing world has ever seen.
They love, like, you know, elite combat sports athletes, and Roy Jones Jr. in his prime was the fucking man.
When you talk about the all-time greats, you can, in his prime, he may have, I would say he's the best technician ever.
One of the best athletes that's ever competed in boxing. He was so fast.
Think about that one round he had with Vinny Pazienza, where only round in
CompuBox history.
Yeah, in CompuBox history where Vinny Pazienza couldn't land a punch.
Even in the later stage of his career, Roy Jones Jr. has continued to attract major attention, especially after his 2020 exhibition bout with Mike Tyson, showing that his name still creates strong interest and excitement every time he steps into the ring.
Somebody said, and this was kind of hilarious, someone said, hey, I heard that they're just gonna mess around and that they're not gonna go for the knockout. I go, do you know who the fuck you're talking about? I go, you're talking about Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. Do you really believe that? That two of the all-time greats, once they start throwing hands, that it won't get crazy?
Well, of course it is, because both of us are who we are, and we're going to show our skills, and nobody's going to want to look stupid, and it's just going to be interesting, I think.
Yeah. Do you have any other people in mind? Like, do you have a game plan in mind, like after Roy, or are you just thinking only about Roy right now?
At this moment, only Roy, but it's just some interesting people that we have that I'm going to announce later.
Now, there was some talk of you and Roy way back in the day when Roy fought John Ruiz and won the heavyweight.
So why December? According to sources close to the situation, both fighters asked for extra time to prepare the right way and build strong promotion around the event. The fight is likely to happen in Dubai, a place where Floyd Mayweather has been spending a lot of time lately, especially after a year of legal issues that kept his name in the news.
Floyd Mayweather being held by government officials in Dubai. Yeah, look, I thought Gervonta Davis was playing, you know what I mean? Say Floyd Mayweather had been messing over with people's money and shit, so they holding his ass hostage, you know? Flostage, you know what I mean? Yeah, Floyd hostage, flostage. That's some new shit. But anyway, they say they holding him hostage. You can't leave Dubai. Where they do this at, bro? I thought Floyd, last time I seen him, he had barrels of money. So where that money at, I don't know. You know what I mean? Gervonta Davis was mad because Floyd called him zesty. I seen his little dance moves. I don't know where they do that at. They call that man a tank. I don't know nothing about that. I never seen him fight. I know I can fight. I never seen Tank Davis fight. You know what I mean? I know his name. I never seen him fight. I just seen him dance. You know what I mean? So for me not knowing him, I would have called that zesty too. You know what I mean? I would have called that zesty too. But he said he'll knock Floyd out. Floyd just a little featherweight. So
before the hype goes too far, here are the details. This is not a traditional 12-round title fight, but an 8-round exhibition with 3-minute rounds, no headgear, and standard gloves. And despite the label, both men plan to compete seriously. Roy Jones Jr. reportedly did not even want it called an exhibition and is preparing for real action, with his coach confirming that training camp begins next week. At the same time, Floyd Mayweather has been keeping himself ready by working the pads and sharpening the drills he is famous for. On paper, he does not need this matchup at all, holding a perfect 50-0 record, earning hundreds of millions throughout his career, and already being widely respected as one of the greatest defensive boxers in the sport's history.
Speaking of boxing, do you think Floyd's the GOAT?
Oh, undeniably. I don't even think it's close. Yeah,
Okay.
As far as like an actual fighter for fight, like fight for fight, pound for pound, Floyd, how can he not be the greatest? Like, as far as like, he's never lost. He's the greatest defensive fighter without
not even close.
I don't even think it's a debate.
It's not a debate.
Floyd's been hit hard maybe 4 times in his career.
It's not a debate.
He's touched the floor 1 time, bro.
It's not a debate.
How do you fight 50 times and touch the floor once?
Floyd Mayweather thrives in the spotlight, and taking on another Hall of Famer guarantees a fresh wave of attention. Beyond that, it's about proving who is truly the best, as he and Roy Jones Jr. have long been compared in pound-for-pound debates, with fans and fighters arguing for years over who would have won if they faced each other at their prime.
Because when you mention great fighters, right, 90% of your great fighters are black, the ones from the past. Now, with the Eastern Bloc coming on like they are, there's going to be some great ones coming on now. Even with Lil Tony, as you see it, these guys are going to be great. They're going to start eclipsing and coming up there too. But right now, if you had to name 5 of the best fighters of all time, 4 of them will be black. You understand me? Who did he beat that was black in his prime, that was in their prime, that was on his level? No.
This fight may not end the debate, but Floyd Mayweather sees it as a chance to add another victory to his legendary career, while Roy Jones Jr. wants to prove he still has the skills to compete. At 55, Roy has never truly left boxing. He stayed active with exhibitions, coached fighters, and kept up his training, showing his passion for the sport is too strong to ever walk away completely. This matchup gives him the opportunity to demonstrate that he still belongs in the ring.
What's happening, fight fans around the world? I know how y'all are. I know y'all enjoy this thing of boxing. I know we play games and people have their issues and people have opinions. It's cool too. I got opinions and I'm allowed to say my opinions or speak my opinions. And if somebody was trying to send me a subliminal message, it worked. Because if you want to prove that you're better than me, I'm always ready. Wide open, ready to go. It's called.
There's also some real tension surrounding this fight. It began when Floyd Mayweather made a subtle remark not directly aimed at Roy Jones Jr., but referencing Muhammad Ali. Although Floyd has always shown respect for Ali, he has never called him the greatest ever, which upset many fans. The situation escalated when Floyd compared Ali and Roy, saying both relied on footwork for defense and that their greatness faded as their legs slowed. While this may have seemed like technical analysis, Roy took it as a personal insult to both himself and Ali.
So once, I think probably 74, he was watching Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier. Wow. And I was watching the fight, and my father was really intrigued and really into it. So as I was watching, I was like, what he's doing is aggravating him, making him mad. He want to kill him, but he can't because he's not mad. He's enjoying the fact that he's aggravated.
In an interview with Seconds Out Radio, Roy Jones Jr. didn't hold back, declaring, "If you disrespect Ali, I can't respect you," a statement that pushed the tension between him and Floyd Mayweather to a new high.
He did, and that's fine. I went out of my way to troll him a little bit now. You want to fight? Come on. I mean, I ain't tripping. You ain't got to troll me. Come see me. That's who I am. I don't do talk well, you know?
Have you heard anything from him or anybody in the camp?
No, I ain't heard nothing yet, but they know where I'm at, and they know how to find me.
I mean, you think there's a possibility, Roy? Like, we might get this exhibition?
Ain't gonna be no exhibition. I want it real. Ain't no sense being an exhibition. What we gonna play for? We both fight for real. What we playing for? Wasn't no exhibition. We didn't make it real. Exhibition for people playing. We ain't playing. I ain't anyway.
I mean, I'm being kind of lighthearted about this. You seem a little intense. I've interviewed you a lot of times. I don't think I've seen this look in your eye before.
Well, I mean, I don't bother nobody. I'm authorized. I can have my own opinion. If you got a problem with my opinion, then anything I say, I'll be willing to fight about. That's why I don't fuss much, because if I say it, I mean it. And if you want to do something about it, come on.
All right, real quickly.
Inside the ring, outside the ring, I don't care. We do it wherever you want to do it. That's where I'm built for this.
Roy Jones Jr. fired back strongly, questioning Floyd Mayweather's legacy by calling his perfect 50-0 record smoke and mirrors, claiming Floyd chose easier opponents, avoided top fighters at their peak, and skipped the high-risk bouts that made legends like Muhammad Ali unforgettable, and he didn't stop there, continuing to challenge Floyd's career repeatedly.
Mayweather, right.
I don't know what's going on with him. Sugar Ray Leonard said himself he thought he would beat him. The reason I tell people I thought Sugar would beat him is because when you mention great fighters, right? 90% of your great fighters are black, the ones from the past. Now, with the Eastern Bloc coming on like they are, there's going to be some great ones coming on now. Even with Lil Tony, as you see it, these guys are going to be great. They're going to start eclipsing and becoming up there too. But right now, if you had to name 5 of the best fighters of all time, 4 of them will be black. You understand me? Who did he beat that was black in his prime, that was in their prime, that was on his level? Nobody. Sugar Ray Leonard beat Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns twice, Roberto Duran, who would be one of the other people on that pound list. He beat guys that were Floyd Mayweather Sr. He beat guys that were at their prime, no matter what color they were. He beat all of them at their prime. Him and Tommy fought when they both had O's. Not when Tommy got beat by Iran Barkley. That's too late to beat Tommy. If you beat him after that, it don't count. You understand me? So it's not that. I'm not saying Floyd's not a great fighter, but I can't put him ahead of guys who have crossed that line like that. When I put you in with an equal opposition, now I can judge and say, hey, you did that, you go on that line. But Terrence Crawford was there all these years. He never fought him. He fought Canelo, who was way younger than Crawford, well, 3 years younger than Crawford. But Crawford was there too, but you never called Crawford's name.
Is there like some sort of tensions and beef between you? Or?
He got mad because I said that on All the Smoke, and then he started put up some video of him watching some of the fights I had in my later career where I got knocked out. He said, look at the highlights. Yeah, they make the highlights, whatever, but those highlights are probably more exciting than your highlights. Still, you feel me? But when you play with me, I'm not ducking or dodging nothing. Still, my name's still Roy Jones Jr. I don't care. I get in shape right now for anybody. Running in my game. I never duck and dodge. I'm not that guy.
Do you think he'll fight you?
I don't know if he will. I'm wide open for it. So let's go.
On that note, always a pleasure, my man. Thank you.
Floyd Mayweather didn't reply with words, but posted a silent YouTube short showing a montage of Roy Jones Jr.'s hardest knockouts, letting the footage speak for itself in a clear display of psychological tactics. The upcoming clash has gone viral, drawing commentary from boxing legends. Manny Pacquiao confidently said Roy wouldn't just beat Floyd but could knock him out, praising his power, timing, and angles. Oscar de la Hoya focused on a mental game, warning anyone facing Floyd to be prepared for a fierce response, and Bernard Hopkins offered a measured view, noting Floyd is taking a calculated risk, exposing weaknesses Roy showed in the past while keeping control. The buzz is intense, and predictions are pouring in from all corners of the boxing world.
I think it was more of a show of a man vulnerability at that moment when Roy was fighting Tarver, I believe, or Glenn Johnson. One thing that I've learned over the years, and I was a villain of it, to put a man down when he's down at his side or when he's down by a punch. I'll say that if you look at Roy Jones' defeats and you look at his longevity of victory and very unorthodox, unusual, probably never be again style that he had, I think that good of him in his era will always, and stands now, overshadows anything that went the opposite, means defeat. Roy Jones' rewards and his victories supersede 10 times than his defeats. That's the way I'll answer that.
Things turned personal when Floyd's uncle, Jeff Mayweather, stepped in, making it clear that with his backing, Floyd is fully committed. James Toney warned that if the fight happens, Floyd will need to give it everything. Antonio Tarver praised Floyd as one of the smartest fighters ever while also acknowledging Roy as an all-time great with incredible talent. Overall, this matchup promises a generational clash, pitting Floyd's technical skill against Roy's raw power, leaving the boxing world split on who would win.
I do have another question. What do you think about Floyd and Roy?
I said boxing is hot. It's the Devin Haney era. You got the OGs, the double OGs, the triple OGs. You got the baby Gs. Everybody is fighting for a spot. What a glamorous and great time to be in the boxing business, especially when you got the best fighter.
That's a wrap for today. If you liked the video, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay updated on all our upcoming videos. Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Stay tuned for more exciting content, and we'll see you in the next one.